Hello everyone, welcome to Diplomatic Briefing. From these international events, we can understand and even witness some changes taking place in the global landscape. According to foreign media, recently many foreign ships in the Strait of Hormuz in the Middle East have been flying the five-star red flag to avoid attacks. Analysts believe it's because China adheres to objectivity, neutrality, and win-win cooperation that Chinese vessels enjoy high security when passing through Middle Eastern waters. Senior Colonel Jiang Ben, Deputy Director of the Ministry of National Defense Information Bureau and spokesperson for the Ministry of National Defense, responded to questions by saying fairness lives in people's hearts. China will continue to stand with peace, justice, and the right side of history, injecting stability and positive energy into regional and global peace and stability. Another phenomenon also relates to the PLA. Some foreign military media have reported that certain countries are in talks with China regarding arms procurement plans, including the J-10 fighter jet. In response, Jiang Ben said that when it comes to military exports, China has always maintained a prudent and responsible attitude, and is willing to share the achievements of China's equipment development with friendly countries, playing a constructive role in promoting regional and global peace and stability. Compared to the promising sales prospects of the PLA's fighter jets, France's Rafale fighter jets appear lackluster. In May of this year, India and Pakistan had a brief conflict, during which both sides deployed dozens of fighter jets in aerial combat, and 3 of India's Rafale jets were shot down. Since then, military researchers have been closely following the Chinese-made military equipment purchased by Pakistan, especially the details of how these fighter jets and air-to-air missiles shot down the French-made Rafale fighters. According to an Associated Press report, an anonymous French military official revealed that a French intelligence investigation indicated that defense attaches from Chinese embassies abroad have been leading efforts to undermine the reputation and sales of France's flagship fighter jet. They are trying to persuade countries that have already ordered this jet, especially Indonesia, not to purchase more Rafales, and are encouraging other potential buyers to choose Chinese-made fighter jets instead. The report states that the sale of Rafale fighter jets and other weapons is big business for France's defense industry, as it helps the French government strengthen its relationships with other countries, including Asian nations where China is becoming a dominant force. According to the Associated Press, in response to the claims hyped up by the French side, China's Ministry of Defense firmly refuted them, stating that these allegations are nothing but baseless rumors and slander. China has always maintained a cautious and responsible attitude toward arms exports, playing a constructive role in regional and global peace and stability. The report points out that Pakistan claims its air force shot down 5 Indian aircraft in combat, including 3 Rafale fighter jets. French officials said this has raised doubts among countries that purchase fighter jets from Dassault, the aircraft manufacturer. French intelligence agencies, on the other hand, claim that defense attaches at Chinese embassies abroad have expressed similar views during meetings with security and defense officials from other countries, saying that the Indian Air Force's Rafale jets performed poorly and promoting Chinese-made weapons. French intelligence agencies have also hyped up the claim that China's lobbying efforts are mainly targeted at countries that have already ordered Rafale jets, as well as other potential customers who are considering purchasing them. The French Ministry of Defense claims that the Rafale fighter jet has been the target of a widespread disinformation campaign, which seeks to promote the superiority of alternative equipment, especially those designed by China. The statement from the French Ministry of Defense insists that the Rafale fighter jet is not being randomly targeted. It is a high-performance combat aircraft. It is exported to foreign countries and deployed in high-visibility conflict zones. The reason the Rafale jet is being targeted is also because it represents a strategic product for France. By attacking this aircraft, certain actors are attempting to undermine the credibility of France along with its defense, industrial, and technological base. Therefore, the smear campaign is not just aimed at a single aircraft, but more broadly targets the national image of France's strategic autonomy, industrial reliability, and strong partnerships. The report also states that French officials have consistently worked to protect the reputation of the Rafale fighter jet from harm and have pushed back against this so-called disinformation campaign. The French side stated that this cyber attack included the viral spread of doctored images on social media, such as so-called Rafale wreckage, AI-generated content, and the use of video game footage to simulate aerial combat scenes. French experts specializing in online disinformation also told the media that after the outbreak of the India-Pakistan air battle, thousands of newly registered social media accounts simultaneously spread claims about the superiority of Chinese technology. However, French military officials also said that they have no way to directly link these online attacks against the Rafale fighter jet to China. According to reports, when the Associated Press asked the Chinese Ministry of Defense to comment on the so-called smear campaign against the Rafale fighter jet, the Chinese Ministry of Defense firmly refuted the claims, stating that such allegations are completely unfounded rumors and slander. China has always taken a cautious and responsible attitude toward the export of military products, playing a constructive role in regional and global peace and stability. Dassault has so far sold 533 Rafale fighter jets, of which 323 have been exported to Egypt, India, Qatar, Greece, the United Arab Emirates, Serbia, and Indonesia. Among them, Indonesia has already ordered 42 aircraft and is considering purchasing more. However, after a Rafale fighter jet was shot down in a battle over South Asia, China's J-10C-E fighter jet quickly became a star product in the arms trade market, even attracting the attention of buyers who had previously chosen the Rafale. Bloomberg reported on June 5 that Indonesia, having previously purchased Rafale jets, is now considering options, specifically the battle-tested J-10 fighter jet. Last month, Indonesia's Deputy Defense Minister, Tifanto, publicly stated the government is studying if this aircraft, widely used by the Chinese Air Force, meets their operational requirements and integrates into existing systems. He said that during the Indonesian Air Force officials' visit to China, they received an offer to supply this fighter jet, but Indonesia is still in the preliminary evaluation stage and has not yet sent a team for technical assessment or taken further steps to follow up on the proposal. On June 16, the 55th Paris Air Show at Le Bourget opened grandly at the Le Bourget Exhibition Center in the suburbs of Paris. As one of the most influential events in the global aerospace industry, this year's air show attracted nearly 2,400 aerospace companies from 48 countries and regions to participate. Just before the opening of this year's Paris Air Show, Dassault CEO, Trappier, hurriedly tried to save face for the Rafale during an interview with the French financial magazine Challenges, and responded to the previously much-avoided issue of Rafale's losses. He said that the Rafale is indeed the best aircraft in the world, better than the F-35, and much better than all the Chinese aircraft on the market. According to a special report published by Challenges magazine on June 12, when responding to the issue of Rafale losses in the India-Pakistan air battle, Trappier also said that the Indian side has not communicated about this matter, so Dassault is not clear about the specific situation. Looking at several points, first, this India-Pakistan air battle is a landmark event. Chinese fighter jets underwent the most rigorous test in actual combat for the first time, making Chinese people at home and abroad proud. Especially with military enthusiasts uploading videos to platforms, this has become common in today's society. It's not surprising these AI-generated videos are widely circulated, especially after the rise of the paid culture for AI-generated content. Reports from French intelligence agencies and the Ministry of Defense are widely believed to be deliberately smearing China in order to protect the reputation of French industries, framing their own products' shortcomings as the result of others talking them down. Second, after reading news reports about the French intelligence agency's report, some Chinese netizens commented that even though this mud is being slung at us, I have to say, I actually feel quite proud. This sentiment actually reflects the feelings of many Chinese people. Third, the fact that France is responding so nervously actually shows that there really are problems with the Rafale fighter jet's engine. Fourth, in international relations, strength is what matters most. China's growing defense capabilities are the foundation of its confidence in foreign